What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Guys, I seen this video, definitely thought it was pretty interesting about the Netherlands that somebody made. Cause I've been watching a lot of videos. I really like the Netherlands, and I plan, it's on my bucket list to visit there one day. And this is the Netherlands, the worst country in Europe. Here's why. Everybody has their own opinions about a lot of different things. Everybody's not gonna like the same thing. To each his own. But I thought it was interesting to just check this out. So this is what we finna do. Check it out. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Send out more recommendations. And let's see this person reason. Let's see the reason why.
Hello, fellow travelers. Today, I'm going to tell you about a country that I didn't like. Officially, it is named the Netherlands, but my experience was specifically in the Holland region in the city of Amsterdam. The country of Holland is full of attractive people. Many people would like to move there to find love, because the Dutch are very good-looking people. People claim that there are
She
dogs
gave him
there,
a compliment,
and that it's a very special country. I found out about this country online. When I arrived in this country with my son, the very first day was snowy. I stayed at Schiphol Airport for the first night because we landed late and security personnel mistreated us and were racist towards us.
Dang.
Most people spoke Dutch, which is a very hard language to learn. Some people also spoke English as a secondary language, but it was broken English, therefore it was very hard to communicate with them. I struggled, as the airport was the first encounter I ever had with the Dutch. The next day, I went to my hotel, which, by the way, was very expensive. I did not find any cheap hotels to stay at within the city of Amsterdam.
Dang.
I spent too much money. After staying 2 months in Amsterdam, I suffered so much. I wanted to leave, and I ended up...
Dang, how much is it for a hotel in Amsterdam? I mean, if the hotel was... The plane ticket had to be super expensive, too. Like, you paying for the plane ticket.
I suffered so much. I wanted to leave, and I ended up completely broke.
Dang.
It was freezing there. There was too much snow and many bicycles everywhere.
She must have went at the wrong time.
Riding a bike everywhere.
I don't even travel. Who travels when it's winter to some place? There's certain places that you go in the winter. You know what I'm saying?
Everywhere. Because the Dutch
can't just go everywhere in the winter.
Bike everywhere, since the country is little. The Netherlands being a car-free country, there are not many cars around. As I said earlier, the Dutch are very attractive people physically, but they are very cold, and they will not socialize with you. They will never talk to you out of the blue. Instead, they just show you a fake smile. The fact that they constantly said, "Hello, hello," annoyed me so much, and I didn't like it.
Hello.
That's how they communicate, so you move out of their way. Because they are commuting through the city using bicycles. There are also railways for cable cars.
She must not know how to ride a bike.
With the buses and cars and bikes. All of them using the same roads. I found it quite unorganized. It is a very small city, beautiful and old-fashioned, but it is full of canals and rivers, which I didn't like. I suffered so much.
I don't think she did too much research, because it kind of, like, all the research and videos I did watch, it kind of lets you know what to expect.
Canals and rivers, which I didn't like. I suffered so much. I became depressed, since I spent so much
because of a
money.
canal?
I never even found a job to sustain myself, and I've been ripped off by 2 Dutch employment agencies. Because they demand you meet so many requirements to work, and it's a very closed country, you can't work or have access to basic services as a foreigner. If you are an American, I guess the same principles applies to any non-European foreigner. You have zero possibilities of work.
I mean, even if you were to move to like in America, even if you were to move to a different state, like in order to get certain jobs and stuff, you have to change your license to that state. Most times, like, that makes sense.
Working in the Netherlands. I lived in Amsterdam, and after doing so for a time, there is nothing left
I
for
thought she went
us.
broke. How she lived
Let's
there for
also
2 months?
not forget that the Dutch are stingy and greedy.
Dang.
In most cases, they will not give you a handout if you're in need. Some people point out the greatness of the welfare that citizens of the European Union can benefit from, but that was not so great, because
Oh,
I've met many people from Europe who still had nothing while there, as they spent all their money in that country, and especially in the city of Amsterdam.
dang.
They read on the internet that it is supposed to be the best country and that there are plenty of opportunities. But it's not true. Forget about going there if you don't have any money, because if you're unlucky and end up homeless,
Why would you go anywhere with no money? One of my cousins, his dad used to tell us, "Where y'all trying to go? Oh, we're trying to go to the football game. Like, y'all got some money? No, we ain't got no money." He was like, "I wouldn't go anywhere if I ain't got no money. I shouldn't be going nowhere if I'm
about
broke."
going there if you don't have any money, because if you're unlucky and end up homeless, you can't even exist there. The police will arrest you and fine you if they see you sleeping
Oh,
on the streets.
that's almost
I met
everywhere.
a girl from Germany, and she had a tough life in the Netherlands. She had trouble saving up money working at bars and hotels. Even with 2 jobs, she was
Dang.
not able to save enough money to survive. It is very hard because the system is made to benefit older people. Older people's wages are way
That's
higher than younger
everywhere.
people's. It's a system where the older you get, the more you get paid. The most important thing you need to know before
That's pretty
moving to
much
the Netherlands
everywhere.
is to bring a lot of money with you because you are going to spend a lot on
You need to
hotels and
you need to bring a lot of money going anywhere, especially if you're going to vacation or move some. You need
bring
money.
a lot of money with you because you are going to spend a lot on hotels and going out. This is especially true in Amsterdam, which is a very small city. You could literally walk across the city in 1.5 hours. Also,
Wow.
consider in winter it is very cold, very windy, very snowy, and in Amsterdam, there are not many places to sit. There aren't big shopping centers to go shopping. The only places to go are McDonald's and Burger King, which are places most people gather and drink. In reality,
At Burger King and McDonald's, they can go drink there. I mean, that's just like, I mean, everybody go to fast food
and
joint
Burger
thing here.
Ing, which are places most people gather and drink.
If
In
I didn't like the
reality,
other food,
this
I'll go to a
country isn't that
McDonald's.
great. There are too
McDonald's should
many
be cheap.
drugs. On the weekends, teenagers get high, get drunk, and there's also a lot of legal
That's
and illegal
everywhere.
prostitution. To be honest, I didn't find it was the best country in the world, as the internet claims.
She must have went on Wikipedia for her information. She had to have went on Wikipedia. She looked like she's smiling right there. She looked like she enjoyed it. She didn't look broke. Dang. Hey, different strokes for different folks though. But I mean, most stuff. I feel like most stuff she was talking about that happens everywhere. I mean, you shouldn't go nowhere broke. No information. Definitely don't go to Wikipedia for information. Like if I'm looking up a place, I'll go to YouTube first before Wikipedia. People can change information on that thing. But I mean, it just depends. I feel like it depends on the person you are. Like I said, to each its own. And I mean, at least, I mean, she had her own reason. That was her experience, though, so it can't knock her for that. Was her being her experience. You know, maybe one day she's able to go back in a better position. It will work out for her. Maybe somebody seen this video and wanted to help her out and do something for her. You know, sometimes like you don't like. You never know what can happen unless you just ask for help. Like you never know until you ask, you know. So hopefully she got help. Hopefully she was able to continue to live in the Netherlands or was able to get out, go somewhere else safely somewhere. But, you know, different strokes for different folks. But that's all I have, guys, for this video. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Send out more recommendations. Hey, y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.